now going to discuss how to cite. In-text citations are an important part of your paper and your research process. They direct readers to a specific point in the source that you consulted, particularly if you are quoting or paraphrasing a section of an article or journal or book. They allow your reader to not only know what source you got it in, but where they can find it, so that they can see for themselves the context of the quote or paraphrase and see why you incorporated something like this. They also connect readers to sources listed at the end of your paper or presentation in the reference list. For APA in-text citations, you do not include that much information about what type of source you have. So be sure when creating an in-text citation that your reader can clearly locate your source in the reference list from your in-text citation. I'm now going to go through what you do to create an in-text citation and what information gets included. One word of advice: it is often easier to make your reference list before you make your in-text citations, as the first question you are asked to identify in either case is what the author's name is. So oftentimes creating the reference list citation first allows you to only do that step once. For APA in-text citations, the type of source does not dictate what you put in your in-text citation. It doesn't matter if you have a book, a website, a magazine, or a journal, or even social media. The first thing you always name is who wrote the source, who recorded the source, who produced the source. If they don't name a specific individual, or they don't name anyone at all, you can provide the source's title. For articles and websites, the source would go in quotation marks. For things like books, they would be italicized. One other thing to note about this when including titles instead of authors is that these would be capitalized as you would capitalize a title on the cover of a book. So the important words like global warming, consequences, far-reaching are capitalized. In APA reference list entries, all of those words would be lowercase. So it is one different thing from the reference list. You always include the publication date. Publication date is very important in APA citation. It's one of the reasons it's the second thing you list in your in-text citation so that the reader knows immediately how old or new the source is. If you do not have a specific date, there is no date named, you should still include something. N period, D period is the standard no date solution for APA citation. Page numbers are going to vary when it comes to including them or not. You include them when you're paraphrasing or quoting a specific part of a source. That yet again goes back to my main point earlier of connecting your reader to the particular point in the work you're looking at. But if you don't quote or paraphrase, say you summarize the entire source's findings, main points, you do not have to include the page number. So as you can see on the screen, I have two examples: Smith, 2003, P period 2 for when you're paraphrasing or quoting a source, or Smith, 2003 for when you are summarizing a source. You'll notice that both of these in-text citations are in parentheses. When they have parentheses around them, these are in-text citations that are placed at the end of the sentence. There is a variation called using the signal phrase that puts the author's name at the beginning of the sentence. If you have any questions at any point, feel free to reach out or by contacting Ask a Librarian.